of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Washington football team. Are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And it's fielded at the 34. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Huntley. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
First down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and he's got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Huntley. And incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A carry for Barber. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
Peyton Barber, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Sean Dion Hamilton.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out?
Yards the gain there, 2nd down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they got to find a way to get it back together.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They will run it. It's McKissick. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here. as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing fourth down.
9-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Steelers. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
30, James Conner, the ball.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Balaj. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Balaj, the ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run with McKissick. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
J.D. McKissick.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Huntley to throw. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
6-yard line.
On first down, McFarland. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Anthony McFarland was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down. It's Gibson, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
He was
just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season. From the gun, Huntley. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. To throw, Huntley. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's McKissick. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14. Steelers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. You thought we'd see pressure. You weren't kidding.
Yeah, I thought that they'd be very aggressive in that type of a situation. And that's what they call getting home. Because home is where the quarterback is.
And where the heart is.
And that heart just got shattered in 1,000 pieces.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Schuster.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards.
First down and 10 yards to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll run on first down. McFarland. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Montez Sweat brought him down. A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Barber. Oh, Barber loses it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Washington.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Following showing the fumble recovery. Huntley looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Thomas barreling ahead, and a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They'll run with McFarland. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 24. Check 24. 70 Lion. 56 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. On the ball. Go.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on 2nd down. Huntley to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Washington.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Huntley. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, Love. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
41.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A carry now for McKissick. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And now here's Inman bringing in the pass. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now Washington a PAT away from taking the lead. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes this Washington 21. Steelers 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Oh, Connor loses it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Justin Hopkins.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes this Washington 28. Steelers 20.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's finals, Washington.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game,